20 minutes gone and the score, New Zealand 5, Great Britain 2, and away goes Fletcher Christian's number without the ball, and that's no good, but Kennedy still got it. Roger Bailey just dropped it, and it's a recovery. It's a recovery, and of course Great Britain with Alec Murphy at stand-up half and Thomas Mail at scrum half. One is expecting something to be done between this pair. So far they've not been able to do anything, although they've got about an equal share of the ball, but it's a penalty for offside against Dave Robinson, number 13, the newcomer to Great Britain football. 4 newcomers are into test football today, and Jack Fagan should take a shot at a goal. No, he's not going to. He's going to kick into touch. He's going to oh, brilliantly taken by Gowers. Also left leg kicker. Unusual, 2 full-backs both using their left leg. Now Fletcher Christian, descendant of the mutiny of the Bounty chappie from Pitcairn Island. And bang on the halfway line. The referee, incidentally, there is Mr. Derek Brown, a school teacher now at Preston. And it's in touch. Now we're at Wigan. It gives me the chance quickly of giving the Great Britain team, because they're on the right. Gowers, Burgess, Shelton, Lewis, Stopford, half-backs, Murphy and Smales, Roberts, Clark, Eyre, the front 3 forwards, Holiday and Ramsey, the second row pair, and loose forward Dave Robinson, and if that's the cue for Mr. Irvine to put the ball in. Bobby Irvine playing in his first test for New Zealand, replacing the skipper, Snowden. Roger Bailey, the most experienced of the boys from Auckland, playing stand-up half, really a centre. Bobby Irvine, the number 14, you'll wonder why number 14, possibly, but they do have their own different numbers, and they've started pretty well, and then they've gone back to taking their own numbers. And an interception by Gordon Lewis, the Welshman. We're at Central Park, Wigan, home of many great football matches. I saw earlier just before the kick-off, the great Jim Sullivan coming to a match, improving a little bit. By Jove, Deacon had a bash there. He's beginning to get warmed up. Good pass by the boot. 8 is Roberts. 8 of the Great Britain. I didn't. He just kidded. 8. Munger Emery, Eddie Moore, another Maori. Pleased to move the ball about. Graham Kennedy, the skipper of the side, get out of the way. Munger Emery. Sid and Reedy. That's good football. That's good football. The Wigan crowd like it. Great Britain 25 line. Deacon, a dummy. Strong runner, Bill Deacon. From Waikato. And New Zealand friends must think that's very good pronunciation. And there's a chance for Bailey. What a beautiful tackle. Still going, and there's bags of room on the left. If they get it away quickly, there isn't an Englishman inside. He's come the wrong way. But he's not, he's got it in. Oh, can he go the length of the field? Can Stopford go the length of the field? A brilliant tackle by Fagan. I thought Stopford would be behind the post, but what good football, both sides movement. Hey, very good. New Zealand 5, Great Britain 2 after all that. And 15 minutes to go to half-time. In this game of rugby league, 40 minutes is considered long enough per half, and on that sort of pace it is. We've had a lot of good football so far. Johnny Hammond, who won the Best Player of the Tour award, number 17 for New Zealand. Well, I thought he was better than kicking the ball. They lost possession. Oh, nicely. Graham Kennedy, schoolteacher from the West Coast, captain of today's match. Or today's team, number 8, Graham Kennedy. Sam Bass, Sam Edwards, number 17, Donny Hammond, with or without jersey. Bill Schultz, the hooker, 26, and I'm deliberately giving you numbers and names so that by the second half you'll have been introduced to them. Oh, nice, beautiful. Well, this is the best stuff we've seen from New Zealand. A lot of it always felt that they've become probably bogged down in their football, but they're capable of something good, and they were a little unlucky not to get the second try, but that's how football goes. 5 points to 2 at this moment to the team in the dark jerseys on our left, the Kiwis. I was going to say, if you see a man in a white bandage round his ears, you know it is, but there's 3 of them, I better not. Bailey. Nice dummy. Bill Holliday came in as a reserve for Great Britain. Great Britain in the white jerseys. 13 Robinson, 5 Stopford. 25 line. Great Britain 25 line. Sam Edwards from the Bay of Plenty, probably on his last visit to this country as a footballer, probably his last game here, I would think. And also his fellow partner Munga Emery, who's 30 odd years of age, so I don't think he'll come again to play. Bailey, Kennedy, nice one. Advantage, but you got to come back, Robert Irvine. Knock on, save your legs. Almost 10 minutes to go to half-time. Great Britain just 1 goal by Ken Gowers, full-back, and New Zealand 5 points. And Great Britain have got the ball, but it's no good. When I say it's no good, I mean the referee doesn't think it's any good. It might be very good, but... And it's a penalty for Great Britain. It was interesting to me to see who was going to take the goal kicks, because Holliday, who was walking up for the ball there, has got to fetch it. He was taking, obviously, the touchline kicks, which have not to bounce into touch, and Gowers apparently taking the goal kicks, the short ones, whether they'll take the long one. A good kick. Never touched him. So right on the 25 line, and those of you who often ask me about, to tell you the position where we are, well, we're in the main stand of Central Park, Wigan, and opposite us is the newest stand, but at the moment not the best stand so far as tickets are concerned. The penalty to Great Britain, and I would think Gowers will take a kick to go. Let's have a look at him. Well, it's a bit of an awkward angle, is this? You can see from there where he's kicking to, so where's he kicking from? And 25 line, not far from the touch line, as you can see the ambulance attendant. And Gowers took a shot earlier on, and 3 times the ball rolled over. So the ground in good condition, is soft as you can see. Left leg, Ken Gowers, Swinton, Great Britain, ex-captain of Great Britain, has a stiffish action, has a good kick and gets 2 points. well, 5-4. 1 point difference now, and we come to the stage where the tactics are now beginning to show themselves. I'm expecting a lot more from Great Britain, particularly around the middle of the field. Ramsey, one of the promising boys of Great Britain, new boys virtually this season, second test from Hunslet. Very good game at Wembley. Roberts. Colin Clark, the local boy, hooker, first test. Tom Smales, number 7, the skipper.
Come on, hard out now.
We've got a group of New Zealand supporters behind us. Eddie Moore there, he's a New Zealand player. And we've got a number of Kiwi boys near us, so if you hear the special Kiwi shouts, that's for the boys from abroad. Bailey. Deacon. Eddie Moore. Deacon to Schultz. Schultz to Bailey. He's in trouble here. Irvine. Schultz. Kennedy. Halfway line. Hammond. Well, the Kiwis are having more of the ball and more of apparent possession and apparent movement. They've only got 1 point in front at this moment, 5-4. Oh, that was very good. Gordon Lewis would have used his head and his hands, not his legs. Nice one. The boy can run. Oh, outline. Roger Bailey having a good match to stand up half. Roberts. Holiday. He was dropped after the first test. They didn't feel that he'd passed enough. But he's back in after Evans has dropped out. Ayre, a new number 10 forward from Hunslet. Ramsey, Smales. 7 minutes to go to half-time with just 1 point, 5 minutes to 4. Robinson, number 13. I say I'm deliberately giving you a lot of names so you'll know them when you automatically hear them saying down to another position. At the moment, New Zealand are very fit. They stay at Ilkley, walking over the moors. Got them fit. Smales, oh, nearly been pushed back over his own line. I can see Murphy and Bailey were opposite one another. Bailey's there, number 7. There can be fun and games before the things ended. A kick. Jack Fagan from Auckland, full back. Tackled by Stopford from Swindon. Halfway line. Oh, there's a chance for Murphy. Murphy will put his boot into, and he has, and Graham Kennedy's hurt his arm. Oh, well run, Bobby Irvine. But it's not serious. At least he'll stay on. Kennedy, long one to Tate. Moore, Eddie Moore. Seems unusual, seen a number 24 jersey. But I can assure you, you've only got 13 players on the field. Have a look at this scrum. We'll see how the possession's going. It's always difficult to remember just who's got possession. Great Britain have now. Murphy. Murphy kind of gets straightened. Beat 2. Couldn't get the pace straightened. Holiday. Smales. At the moment, the Kiwis are standing up well enough to keep Great Britain out of the danger regions, but they gradually get in the yards, which is where they'll start to work moves. 5 minutes to go to half-time. 5 points to 4 for New Zealand. Now then, this is the position, at least, if Great Britain get the ball, where a move should be worked. They're already tic-tacking to one another what they're going to do. We'll see whether they get him, we'll see what the move is. Usually done by numbers, sometimes used to be done by names. All sorts of funny names. Two Welsh halfbacks used to talking Welsh to one another. The other opponent, I don't know what these two are talking, Yorkshire and Lancashire. That's the Moose. It was Shelton, first time I've seen Shelton. The best centre of the last test game. Lewis, nice. Well, the position is... What's happening? Nothing. Oh, he's Jackie Fagan. He's only got to sign some autographs. 10 yards out. Now this is where they might work what they call the silly so-and-so move. This is where the loose forward goes blind side and the scrum half goes field. Vicky Burke. If Great Britain get it, we'll see if they work the move. Having a meeting. We've got the remnants of the sun still hovering over Central Park. We've got 1 point, and the Great Britain would like a try before half-time. 3 minutes to go. So would New Zealand, and they're more likely to get it. Graham can't run fast enough. Neither can Hammond. Got to get Reedy or Christian into it. Must be a knock on. When the referee does this playing the kettle drum action, it means that the other player is knocked on, an advantage not taken. One of the last few scrums before the whistle for the 40 minutes, not the whistle for the forwards lecture. It's a hard job. I had a letter from a major in Ireland who was suggesting some improvements to the scrums, and I think they're very good suggestions, but talk about those later if we can. Gordon Lewis. There's 120 seconds to half-time, according to our timekeeper, and New Zealand at 5, Great Britain 4. And interval leads are very important, even if they're only 1 point. Robinson, the chance for to make the break. The boy can run. We lost. Who's got it? It's a penalty. It's a penalty for by the action of the referee. It's by, that's right, pulling out of the player who's tackled. There's Ramsey looking in disgust, but it's a penalty, and it'll probably put Great Britain into the lead if Gowers can kick this goal. He's kicked 2 so far, and it's reasonably easy. If any goal kicks are easy, some more than the other. Ken Roberts, number 8, prop forward from Halifax. Number 13 is the boy who made the run, Simpson. All these fullbacks, all these kickers have got their own individual action. Let's have a look at Gowers. He seems to hunch himself around his shoulders, stiff arms to get his balance, and then kick, and then 2 points. So there is Ken Gowers, who was captain Great Britain in Test football and enabled them to go into a lead of 6 points to 5. And we make it just about half a minute to go. So I don't think there'll be any more scoring before half-time, but you never know. It's happened before and can happen again. Quite a crowd of people come over from Yorkshire to cheer the Kiwis. And it's a knock-on, scrum down. No advantage. If the other team gets advantage, then the referee can forget the knock on. I was just watching, I hesitated there because I saw Thomas Smale say something to Simpson. He's my ball. Well, we make it time, and Fagan could regain the lead with the last kick of the first half, but Thomas Smale's putting the ball into his own forward's feet. I should imagine Kennedy, who's a crafty man, who's with the ball, he'll make sure he's going to kick a goal. He can kick the goal. When I mean he can kick it, I mean that time doesn't matter. He's entitled to take what time he wants. And we might look at this fellow because it takes an awful long time to take in a shot. He makes a great lot of effort. Good goal kicker. In fact, somebody once said they could sing a chorus of Walking Through the Black Forest while he took a kick. Now, I don't know, you try it. You can do something there. It'll take a long time. He's on the second line already. Steady. Steady, doesn't hurry. Walk very, very slowly. Walks very slowly, very slowly. We could do a refrain. Then he gets up, brings his leg up, whoop. And he's missed it. He's missed it, but Cowes has decided to let it go into play. And the whistle must go for half-time, which it does. So the whistle goes for the first 40 minutes with Great Britain 6 points from 3 goals. New Zealand at 5 points from 1 goal, 1 try. Great Britain now not having lost yet a test match this tour, are at the moment leading by 6 points to 5. Can New Zealand, who have not yet won a test match, do anything today? The interesting thing, it just gives me the opportunity before the New Zealand come out for the very last time on a ground in England in this tour. They're playing Fagan full-back, Reedy, Kennedy, Tate, Christie in the 3-quarters, Bailey and Irvine the half-backs, and Emery, Schultz, Edwards, Moore, Hammond and Deacon. And for those of you who are very interested in statistics, some have said they've not had a good tour as the 61 tour, but indeed they have one more match, and whatever the result is today of the than they did in 61. In fact, they've won 30 matches, lost 9, 22 games. What's it today, we don't know. No substitutes, have we? I see Roger Millwood there. No clean jerseys, so I don't think any substitutes. And it's offside at the kick, so it's a penalty bang on the halfway line for New Zealand at the point where the man who ran offside committed the infringement. And just whilst nothing is happening, they being New Zealand, scored 265 points against 250, well taken by Gowes. Now 39.5 minutes to decide the last appearance of the Kiwis here, and here in England. Obviously they're going to be keen. Number 7 Bailey, keeper, Ion, and Great Britain players must now decide to impress the selectors who are here and will soon be picking the tour to go to Great Britain tour to Australia and New Zealand. The New Zealand people who are taking this match will be more than keen to know what we've got to show for them on the next tour.
Come on, throw it out!
1 point only, the marginal difference. Ramsey of Hunslet. We've got to see Burgess of Barrow have a run yet. Aye. Well, that's one way. Eyre and Deacon. Deacon number 20 on the receiving end. Smales, the dummy half. Murphy, the stand-off. Away goes Murphy. Lovely move. He'll kick and well taken. Fagan. Read it, dummy half, the man taking the ball. Kennedy, it's a long one. Bang on the New Zealand line, but New Zealand in possession. Number 4, Gordon Lewis, Welshman. And offside against Alec Murphy, and a penalty for New Zealand. Quite a reasonable crowd at Central Park. Just to take a lot of New Zealand players like Len Mason, Ted Spillane, Brian Norgren, all names known in rugby league, and I'm particularly watching the referee signal loose arm as Munger Emery laughs at him, shakes his head, and another penalty. Might get them 3 penalties, will probably get them back into the Great Britain line where it all started from. Good kick. Or is it? Further down here. We've got the ball anyway. Just inside the New Zealand half. Deacon, the lock forward, loose forward, Bobby Irvine. Another penalty. This time it's for feet up, and it's to Great Britain. And Holliday will kick. Remarkable thing about these kickers, that the 3 of them all left leg. Fagan, who's going to take the ball now. Holliday had a good kick. And Gowers. Moore, Eddie Moore. Well, it landed. It was a bit of what I call a flapper, but it landed. And whilst they're getting down to this scrum, and won't interfere with any play that you might get. Another man I saw here today in New Zealand, Charlie Sealing. Father was a great player in one of the early tours, 1907. A name that will ring a bell with a lot of people. Great Britain will get the ball if the scrum doesn't collapse. Tommy Smales, Murphy, shot and beautiful move. Burgess, well taken Burgess. Oh, beautiful try, Burgess. Beautiful try. Beautiful try. First time Burgess, son of a former Great Britain international forward, or England as he was called in those days. The passing was very good. The last pass was a bit highish, but he took it well. And he showed his class there. Ex-rugby union player, and Ken Gowers to kick. Nine points to 5 for Great Britain with 5 minutes gone. And I would think that this should be the sign for trying a lot more of that stuff. Now trying to show what football ability the team have got. They, apart from being a very good football fullback, I'm told he's very interested in the horticultural side of the business and getting into practice. If you wonder where he takes the kick, he can bring it out as far as he wants from the point where the ball was grounded, which now gets his left leg going. And actually we've no great goal kickers in this side, in either side, and none of the calibre of the great Sullivan or the great George Napier, who, you know, used to play rugby league football here in England, even though he played at Twickenham in 1924. He came back to play for Streatham and Mitcham in London, and then went back to his home in Gisborne, I think it was, in the North Island of New Zealand. which is ready for 9 points to Great Britain, 5 points to New Zealand, and that was a bit of a interesting one, but a creative possession. So 9-5, just 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Who's going to get it? Ball possession is important. You're on the wrong side, Tommy. And sometimes these fellas go the blind side to draw the players in, so the more room across the paddock to play in. Full all grounds in Australia and New Zealand paddocks. Anymore. Position's right. They've got the possession. Are their tactics right? Big Sam Edwards. There's Murphy, number 6. Back after his broken nose. Bobby Irvine, the scrum half. There's been a good little football on this tour, is Irvine. He'll be a good scrum half for next season for New Zealand. And it's a penalty for throwing the ball through his feet, and it's a penalty to Great Britain. And Holiday of Hull Kingston Rovers, Cumbrian, the kicker. They're not great kickers, are they? You'll have to do it well, couldn't they? Well, the man in the stand caught the ball. At least he caught it.
Come on, give it out!
10 minutes gone. 9 points Great Britain, 5 points New Zealand. An advantage to New Zealand. I would think another 4 or 5 minutes of using their strength, and then we've got to have somebody having to try and make the break. Colin Clark, Simpson. At the moment, the New Zealand team is still tackling strongly against the back three of Great Britain, Holiday, Ramsey, Robinson. Robinson, Ramsey, 40 yards.
Come on, throw the ball out!
Holiday, the kick and a chase. How many fast men have we? Who's the fastest? Who's going to dive? They drop out of the 25 line. Alec Murphy's appealing that he was kicked over from this side of the line, and he's appealing that New Zealand did it, but it makes no difference. The appeal won't count. It's a drop out from the 25 line. 25 line, 25 yards line when I say 25 line. Stopford. Good as a pass, they say. Oh, you're in trouble, son. I wouldn't have joined. It's a penalty, all right, for Munger Emery, kicking through the legs. And what's Thomas Smales running up? What's he wanting to do? Holiday's going to kick for touch. Three of those forwards, or two anyway, Emery and Edwards, I think, possibly their last appearance in English football, representing New Zealand, but they've both been great service. And hey, it's my ball, you know. You're not having it. It's my ball. He won't give it to him either. Get one of your own. Must have been mine. It was quite right with Smales because it was from a penalty. That's why. Robinson, he's getting warm now. That's it. Ah, beautiful, beautiful. But he's come back. Come back. Forward pass. There's the boy, Shelton. Probably certainly the fastest of the middlebacks of Great Britain. Now Irvine can put the ball in. He can have it now because his team didn't offend. Colin Clark, the Great Britain hooker, in his first test against Bill Schultz from Auckland. Blind side, this side, Murphy. Oh, going on his own, trying to. Ooh. Well done, Christian. Well done, young man. Saved it well. He's the fastest man on the New Zealand side. Johnny Hammond's the best forward. Jack Fagan full back. And no. Aye. Mr. Clapham talking to the referee, and Jack Fagan going to be spoken to. Get to our right, Jack Fagan is having a word. There's the injured player, but talking to Jack Fagan to our right. There is Jack Fagan having had a word with the referee, or vice versa, and King goes to come to kick. 15 minutes gone, the second half in this last third Great Britain v New Zealand test at Central Park, Wigan. Great Britain at this moment, 3 goals, 1 try, 9 points. New Zealand, 1 goal, 1 try, 5 points. And Ken Gowers doing his usual spot of Saturday afternoon gardening to try to get 2 points. His action is interesting, I think. Pulled the last one, remember. Looks to be better shape, but this push, it's no goal. Tate got it. It'll get a bit tough. Yes, there'll be a little bit of and a penalty for New Zealand. I don't think it's to the advantage of New Zealand to have penalties there. They may not get it from the scrum, and it would have, I think anyway, would have been better to let them run with the ball. If they get it, of course, well, everything's sort of equal, but at least they have the advantage of putting the ball in. When an offender, Great Britain was the offenders, they don't get the chance. Irvine's got the ball. Well taken, Kate. Bailey. Now Bailey on his own. Good footballer, Bailey. He's got to go back in. Yeah, Colin Clark, Kelly. Oh, nicely. Murphy trying to tackle a big fella. Get up, baby. Don't stump on him. Well, the Kiwis are not giving the tour up easily. They're 4 points down, but they're still at it. Oh, nice pass. Good one under pass by father of 5, Munga Emery. Trying a goal, and New Zealand would be in front. Still got it, still to get it. Deacon. Hey. A penalty for pinching the ball from Deacon. And plenty of time to try and go and reduce the margin. What Graham Kennedy telling Fagan to do? Yes, he's going to have a shot. The only trouble with Jack taking the kicks, it's a very good time waster from Great Britain's point of view. It's a bit of an angled kick. You can see the touch line, you can see the goalpost. And those of you know Wigan, that's where their office and the dressing rooms are. And he builds the man. Plenty of earth of One Tree Hill in New Zealand if he wanted it. Watch him walk back very, very slowly. Very slowly. Very slowly. Going a bit faster now. 9 points to 5. 9-7 if he kicks it. And he does. Just over 20 minutes to go, and only 2 points now. A margin difference. There's the kicker. So we're going into just about the last 20 minutes of this last test, and still a lot to erupt, still a lot to take place. If the power and the hold that the forwards have can somehow be released. We had one beautiful try, as you saw it, and if you didn't, you missed it, but it's worth seeing it. 9-7. Beautiful try by Burgess to an early one by Tate. They always say the shortest way is straight up the middle, but not necessarily with this sort of defence. Oh, Tate, can you go? No. This was the boy who came in, Tate, as a reserve full-back. Oh, now Christensen can run. Can he get it in? Well, tackle Burgess. And having a word with the referees, having a word with Roberts, number 8, Ken Roberts. Ken has more than once had chats with referees, but is just keeping friendly about it. And if Jack Fagan has a shot at goal, which I would imagine he will, it would be interesting. Well, now this is a pretty long way. About 25. We've done 25. Another 10, 35. Another 10, 45. And about another 6, about 51 yards. Now, Fagan always keeps his footballs straight. Most kickers, distance kickers, point them. He gets height, but he doesn't always get distance. Now, that's the only thing that's against him on this one, but it might. Not a lot of wind. The flag's a little bit resting. It's got height. It's a beauty, but it's just short, just round the side. Good shot. Oh dear. Clark was the one who dropped it. Number 9, the hooker. Just have a great hooker from Wigan. Joe Egan had a lot of good hookers. Oh dear, he passed it to himself. It's stuck, as it say. Bailey is the man, actually, who could break the middle. Not been as good on this tour as 61, but still football ability. Moore. Edwards. If New Zealand were to win this match, the ukuleles would be really going tonight at their party. They fly to France tomorrow. Murphy's chasing it. That's the sort of thing. If Murphy, oh, well done, Murphy. He couldn't get the pass in, and they'll bury him. He'll stay on him a bit till he'll keep messing about with him, so his pals don't come up to him. They've got back for defence, but he's got a position. Burgess, can you go? Can you go inside? He nearly went outside, man, inside. But that's the sort of thing Murphy can do. It's a long one, a good one. Well taken, Dave Robinson. Got it on his own. Well taken, inside, Thomas Males. There's not enough of you this side, you've got to go the other side. That's it. Holiday. They're a bit squatted at the moment. Dave Robinson, number 13, loose forward. New cap. Let it go, quick. Oh, Murphy. Oh, it's a nice one. Oh, into the... Oh! Can he go the length of the pitch? You're going the wrong way. It's going the wrong way. Can you go chase it? Can Bailey get it? It's still in. It's still in. It's out. If Christian had gone up this wing, I think he was home and dried. At least it's exciting with only 2 points. I just feel that he should have kept to his wing because he allowed the defence to get across, which probably wouldn't have done had he stayed up the short side. However, they're in possession. Bailey. Deacon. 9 points to 7, 2 points. And 15 to go. Johnny Hammond. Did I tell you, is the best player of the tour. Skipper in 61, good forward. Tate. Pagan, try on his own possibly, he'll kick. Mistake to kick. Down near to the line. Holiday. Well, New Zealand are playing the best stuff they've played on the free test. Oh, Ramsey. They're about... Hey, nay. Hey, leave him alone. Only a lad. Yeah, let it come, let it come. They're looking... I don't know, the crowd really want to win because I'm going to go to some of the English players now. Not a knock on. Caught it before it hit the deck. Hagan. Only 2 points, remember. He's only just come in for it, this match. It's yet to be decided as this third test. Shelton has Tate pretty well sorted out. Right, and they do it for fun. They're all amateurs. Montgomery. Oh, they're trying hard and keeping possession more than they have done in most of their matches. They usually drop the pass hither and thither. Dave Kennedy, captain today. Bill Snow now to the team. Eddie Moore. Eddie Moore, number 24. Score 9 points to 7. Bobby Irvine, 14. I think this boy is going to be a good New Zealand player by next tour.
Bailey. Oh, this is a chance.
Aye. Blood rushing to his knuckles again. Hey, come on, Sam. Well, this is that was good football. Brilliant taken by Roger Bailey, and Thomas Mayles looks a bit further leg, just to our left, and he is just to our left. There's Thomas Mayles. A sarcastic cheer for Paddy Armour for being a bit late. There's Thomas Mayles, who always plays with his stocking down. I'm surprised he doesn't get his shins kicked more often. But he... what is it? Thomas Mayles, the captain of the team. Time off for injuries. And we've got 11 minutes to go to time, normal time. Probably might change position with Murphy, will he? Tough little fella. Comes from Featherstone, plays for Bradford Northern. He's fit enough to put the ball in. It might be an idea for him to switch a little bit and let Murphy. And he's getting a penalty given away against him. If I'd have been Tommy there, I'd have switched Murphy to scrum, just to give him a rest for a few minutes. So, is this the equaliser? 9-7, Great Britain. Fagan. Jack Fagan is pretty close. You can just have a look at the angle of it. Some of the tallest rugby posts in the business, there's. Is this the equaliser? Jack Fagan, who missed the first, now chance of not winning the series, but a chance of getting a draw and not being completely defeated in 3, but still plenty of time to go. Now that's a lovely action picture of how Fagan does it. 9-7, remember. 9-9. Well, I don't know whether it's sympathy or what, but there's quite a lot of spectators behind me, at any rate, not wearing Kiwi jacket, but they were cheering for the Kiwis, and they're not all players too. 9 minutes to go. Who's going to win the match? I don't know. You'll know as soon as anyone. Somebody says take your time. We've got 9 minutes. Oh, look at, watch Murphy. Give over. Knock on, must be, and scrum down. Great Britain need now the ball for the inspiration of Shelton, Smales. Oh, it's a penalty. Oh, there we go. Aye, now then. I told you the blood was rushing to the knuckles. Over. Aye, come on, have a word with them. Have a word with them. So bringing the captains out. They're not offenders. They have got to tell the side, now behave it, lads. You've only 8 minutes to go, so it's it's a penalty. Must be. Can't change his mind. He'd already given the penalty. Yes, the crowd are having a go, but the referee's quite right. He'd already given the penalty when they decided to have their meeting, and so it's chance for Gowers to put Great Britain in front. I won't say win for Great Britain, because there's still time for anything. 9-9. That's the 25 line. And we're shooting now into the big covered stand, the standing covered stand at Wigan. To draw this moment. Could hit the post. No go. Graham Kennedy rousing his men to this last effort. I don't think Great Britain have had the ball possession from the scrums that they probably hoped for. It's a nice one. It's a good one, and it could bounce off. Good break for Stockton. We can play this close because they're going to be all on it very quickly. Eddie Moore, number 24, is a match winner coming from one off from the whites or the blacks. Roger. It's a penalty for taking the ball and put on outside. Come on, get back into your positions. Get it quickly before they get back. Taking too much time about it. If they're not back, they can't get the ball. 6 minutes to go. 9 Great Britain, 9 to New Zealand in exactly the same way. 3 goals, 1 try each side. Kia ora and all that after this match for New Zealand, and away to France in the morning with a few bruises, no doubt. Whether they're going to get a win, we'll see. They've got the ball, I think. Another. Well, while I come back, because that's right, they took that on cue. Whilst that was going on, there was another little argy-bargy going on, but they soon settled that out. They ran out of breath, so it's... I think Gowers is going to come up if Great Britain get it, but New Zealand have the advantage with Irvine putting in. Okay, well, there's a ball somewhere. They might take the risk of... Oh, got it. There, come this side. Great Britain must let this ball move. Let it do the talking now. Oh. 4. Hey. 4 minutes. Great Britain 9, New Zealand 9. And Great Britain ball. Oh, he's on the wrong side. On the wrong side. They get moithered around that side. Must be wide open spaces. That's... Go. Well run. Is it there with him? Burgess. Oh, beautiful. Can he get it? Is it? No, well taken. Hard line. Very good move by Dave Robinson, and hard line by Burgess. Just couldn't get into his stride from Christensen, who's had a very good game as Fletcher Christensen. Nice sporting action. 2 good footballers, 2 good sporting boys. We've got Jackie Fagan injured to our left, hence the hold-up. There he is. There he is. Well, that was almost the match winner. I hope he's not seriously hurt. Referee looking at his watch. I don't think he is. No, he's right. He's right. Now then, this is the position if Great Britain get the ball where they'll still try the move. Look at the loose arm. He should be holding the other fellow there. But If they get the ball, they try the move, and they've not got it. Great Britain players get more for a win than they do for a draw or a defeat. New Zealand players get the same. So it's important for Great Britain, from their pocket point of view, to get something. We nearly got the ball then, but it's 2 minutes the time. Whatever he allows for injury time, I don't know. Thomas Mayo looks a little bit hurt, having to feed. I suppose Irvine will take chances of putting the ball in. The referee will probably not want to penalise in the last minute. Alex Murphy's appealing for penalties for Irvine putting the ball in his own forward's feet, but the referee is well in, and it's Great Britain ball, and Murphy is bang in trouble. Can Great Britain pull this one? They've won the first two. Is this a draw? Can they find the break? The New Zealanders will be happy to take 1 draw and 2 defeats than 3 defeats. There's nobody. Oh, Ashley Schultz. Manga Emery still running. Still running great after. Well done. Well done, Sam. Running so well after 30-odd years of playing rugby league football nearly. Oh, there's the overlap. There's the overlap inside to Reedy. Good football. Aye. Irvine. 25 line, and the position for New Zealand, the advantage, a good one. Kate. And now it's New Zealand turn to possibly win there. He could have a drop. No, he changed his mind. He was, but he didn't fancy his chances. It would have been worth it, possibly. If Fagan gets it, he'll have a drop. Somebody's going to have it. Oh, Kennedy's going to have a try. If New Zealand get it, they'll probably have a drop. He's going to have a drop. He is, and he's missed it. I could smell it a mile off. And 40 minutes gone. The referee, Mr. Brown, I thought was going to blow time. He's looking at his watch. They gave the wrong man it to drop, and Moore was the man that got it before. They should have slung it to Jackie Fagan, who had a pretty good kicker. They didn't take the instructions properly. And this is the right end of the field for Great Britain to be playing. But they want the ball. Murphy will probably have a drop if he's near enough, but nobody's going to get a chance to have a drop. A goal, because there goes the whistle for time for the third rugby league test, and after Great Britain had won the first two, these players now start to exchange jerseys, as you notice. So there's some red, white and blue jerseys going to New Zealand, and some Kiwi jerseys staying in England. But the Ashes are staying in England, and today's result is the only draw of the series after 2 wins. It's Great Britain with 3 goals, 1 try, 9 points. New Zealand, 3 goals, 1 try, 9 points. So in the last match of the tour for New Zealand, they managed to make a draw, and so from Central Park, Wigan, from me, it's good afternoon.